In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve the pyramid puzzle. You might be thinking, what does this have to do with vision? Just keep watching and find out. From the time I was a little kid, I loved puzzles, and I loved to take things apart so I could break it down to its smallest form to see how it works, and then put it back together. Even to this day, I still do the same thing as an adult. When I was around the age of 8 or 9, I got into pyramid puzzles, and I played with these things for hours trying to figure them out. When I started to learn these, I was just moving the pieces around, but not really paying attention to what I was doing. Every once in a while, I might get 2 pieces to line up or 2 colors to line up, but I was still nowhere close to solving it. Eventually, I started to observe some things about these pyramid puzzles. There are certain parts on it that are stationary. If you look at the top 4 pieces on one side, the center never changes positions. While you can turn the top piece, the center of the top always remains in the center. I learned these pieces were constant, and this was the first step in learning to solve the puzzle. What I did next was line up all the center pieces. After that, I learned the points of the triangle always coincide with the center pieces that never move. Then I had to learn to move the remaining pieces to match the center pieces and the points. Now there was an important second part to this. Even though I got one side of a pyramid puzzle solved, I had to make sure that its corresponding pieces on the other side matched. After getting one of the faces solved with its corresponding side, I now had to solve the back side. I just used the same formula to solve the pieces that were out of place. Eventually it got me to this pattern, and once I got to this pattern, the puzzle was essentially solved. All I had to do was a final sequence and the puzzle was fixed. So why am I telling you all of this? It's not to show you how smart I am at solving puzzles, but it's to get you to start being more aware through observations and recognizing patterns. When it comes to fixing your vision, it's not much different from solving a pyramid puzzle. When I first started my vision journey, I was just randomly trying things, hoping to get lucky like solving the pyramid puzzle. I got a few pieces to line up, but it was hard to repeat at first. Eventually, I started breaking things down as if I was solving this puzzle. I stopped trying random things and just started observing and taking everything in. One of my first major observations was that I tunnel visioned a lot and don't usually see the full picture. I just saw one thing at a time, so I changed my behavior and started trying to notice more than what I usually saw. Next, I started to become aware of motion between objects as I moved. I learned that by rocking, it was easier to see motion between objects, and the result was more consistent clear flashes. I slowly started to put together this vision improvement puzzle. The rocking pattern of awareness brought another observation when I did it. I realized I was more relaxed, and the more I tried to stay relaxed, the easier it was to get clear flashes. The more I started to observe and notice patterns, my vision would improve. Often, observing and noticing one pattern opened up other observations and patterns, and even to this day, I'm still learning new patterns that keep my vision stable. This is how I learned to fix my vision. Many concentrate on just trying to fix your eyes, but I'm going to tell you now, you need to be more observant of more than what's happening in your eyes. The more observant you are of what is happening to you and what's going on around you, the faster you'll start to see patterns, which you will learn to repeat, which will then become habit, and your vision will start to improve at a rapid rate. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe that most people that are just nearsighted and perhaps have an astigmatism in one or both eyes can take off their glasses and learn to relax and see perfectly clear no matter what their prescription is. That's right, I'll say it again. You can take off your glasses today and see clearly within a matter of 15 to 30 minutes once you learn to relax. That part is actually rather easy. The hard part is learning to stay this way all the time. I learned how to get this permanent state of clarity by observing, seeing, and repeating these patterns. It was the hardest part of my journey, but over time it became easier every day, just like learning how to fix a pyramid puzzle. This is Mark Warren from myopia.ismental.com, and we'll catch you on the next one.